This neighborhood Karen treated 911 like her personal hotline. Every time something didn't go her way, she called the cops. But the last call she made didn't go how she expected at all. Before we get into it, comment below which country you're watching this video from. And if you enjoy real HOA and Karen drama stories like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button so you never miss what happens next. This one escalates fast. When I first moved into the neighborhood, everything seemed normal. It was quiet, clean, and predictable. The kind of place where nothing exciting ever happened. That changed the moment I met her. She wasn't officially HOA leadership, but she acted like it. She monitored everything: who parked where, who walked their dog too long, who had guests who didn't wave back. And whenever she felt ignored or disrespected, she reached for the same solution every single time. She called the cops. At first, it was small. A police car would roll through the street, slow down, then leave. Neighbors whispered that she had reported suspicious activity. Nothing ever came of it. Officers quickly realized there was nothing wrong. But she didn't stop. Every week brought a new call. Someone parked too close to her driveway. A delivery truck idled too long. Kids played too loudly. Someone stood on the sidewalk with a hoodie on. Each time, police responded. Each time, nothing illegal was found. The neighborhood started to feel tense. People avoided her. Curtains twitched when her porch light came on. Everyone knew that if you crossed her, flashing lights might show up next. I stayed out of it as long as I could. That changed when she turned her attention toward me. She didn't like that I worked odd hours. She didn't like that friends visited on weekends. She didn't like that my car wasn't parked exactly where she thought it should be. And instead of talking to anyone, she did what she always did. She called the cops. The first time, officers arrived, checked everything, and left. They were polite but clearly confused. The second time, it happened again. The third time, they seemed annoyed. They took notes. They asked questions. They looked around longer. I started documenting everything: dates, times, police visits, what I was doing when they arrived. I never argued. I never raised my voice. I just complied and kept records. The calls kept coming. Sometimes it was late at night, sometimes early in the morning. Once it happened during a small family gathering. Another time while I was unloading groceries. Every single call ended the same way. No violations, no warnings, no action. Except this time, the officers didn't leave right away. They stayed. They talked to neighbors. They checked previous reports. They compared call logs. And something shifted. It turned out she wasn't just calling on me. She was calling on almost everyone. Dozens of reports, many of them marked as unfounded, some flagged as repetitive, some noted as potentially malicious. That was the moment the pattern became impossible to ignore. Law enforcement takes misuse of emergency services seriously. It ties up resources. It puts real emergencies at risk. And repeated false reports cross a legal line. She didn't know that. She made one more call, the call that pushed everything over the edge. This time, officers arrived already informed. They didn't rush. They didn't look surprised. They reviewed the situation calmly. They checked records. They confirmed there was no emergency. Then they walked away from my house and straight towards hers. The neighborhood froze. People watched from windows and driveways. Phones came out. No one spoke. Everyone sensed something was different. This wasn't another warning. This wasn't another polite reminder. This was accountability. Investigators later reviewed the full history of her calls. The number shocked even seasoned officers. Many of the reports were exaggerated. Some were outright false. Several involved claims that never happened at all. She had turned emergency services into a personal weapon. That decision came with consequences. Charges were filed. Fines were issued. Restrictions were placed on her ability to contact emergency services without cause. She was warned that future false reports could result in arrest. The woman who once controlled the street with fear lost all of her power in a single afternoon. The neighborhood changed overnight. Police stopped responding to her complaints without verification. Neighbors felt safer. Kids played outside again. People parked without anxiety. The tension lifted. And she became isolated. No one trusted her. No one defended her. Even people who had once agreed with her stayed quiet. Her reputation collapsed under the weight of her own actions. The most ironic part was that she still didn't understand what went wrong. She believed she was protecting the neighborhood. She believed authority came from persistence. She believed calling the cops made her important. What she never understood was that rules don't replace the law, and emergency lines aren't tools for personal control. In the end, she didn't get the last word. The system she abused finally noticed. If there's one lesson in this story, it's this: calling the cops isn't power, it's responsibility. And when someone abuses that responsibility over and over, eventually the consequences arrive right at their own door. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more HOA and Karen drama stories, and hit the notification button so you don't miss the next one. And don't forget to comment below which country you're watching from, because this Karen learned the hard way that every call has a cost.